Hello and welcome everyone, I'm C.S.Gilmore, and this is Grounded, the first one. They're making a 2, which is helping with bringing back popularity, I think, for the game, but this game's pretty good. I've played it a little bit. I haven't gotten anywhere close to fishy. I only picked it up this morning. So, I've only played it a bit, but it's nice. You can have multiple games slots, so you don't have to worry about, if you want to do one thing one way and then do another creative mode or a custom mode. You can. Achievements enabled. We're going with medium difficulty. You can check all sorts of things, settings-wise. You can do a whole ton of stuff for accessibility, like larger text, so on and so forth. There are a lot of spiders in this, so if you have an issue with spiders, maybe don't watch this. But otherwise, if you do want to play this game and you have an issue with spiders, you can still activate arachnophobia mode with it, which does some interesting things. Basically, it turns into weird little blobby things instead, which, depending on how you feel about certain things, could be just as terrifying. You get 4 characters you can pick.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Best of my
name's Peter. My alley hoop. Ready for
the only difference is that, like, a little bit in the looks and the voice lines, like, it doesn't make a huge difference. There's no new, as far as I know, there's no difference in skills or overall abilities. Alright, Yard World name. Let's see. Bit of a family joke. The Funny Farm. We had a lot of pets growing up. As in, like, especially my mom probably had more pets at some points in time than the local pet stores.
You think you outsmarted me? The mighty Muldoon? I don't think so, Yokes Girth. Stay tuned for what happens next on Yokes Girth. Now a word from our sponsor. Kids, are you ready for a new wild and wacky Punch-O fruit flavor? Introducing Apricot. It's a punch to the gut. So stop by, fill up, and make sure you get your Billy Hog hot dog before you jet away.
Good morning, Brook Hollow. Today is October 20, 1990. This is your news. We have a special breaking report. The police department has released information that more local teenagers have gone missing. They were last seen earlier this week, and the only connection between the teenagers is that they are all students at Brook Hollow High School. This could be linked to the disturbing trend of other possible abductions and missing teenagers from our otherwise quiet town. If anyone has seen the teenagers or has any other information, please contact the police department. The mayor of Brook Hollow has put a curfew into effect for anyone under 18 starting tonight. Now to other news. In the business world, offering practical technology, some
Also, this is in the world of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, I believe. That setting, so 1990, shrink technology, and yeah, we've somehow found ourselves shrunk down in this yard. I like the He-Man rip-off design, and I think, like, that cereal may have been, like, a Fraggle Rock reference. Another item of interest, I believe you can adjust some things. So to randomize the experience more, like where things are, if you want. I'm just doing standard. Yes, this is normal. And it's also a game you can play multiplayer with friends.
Whoa, Pete. Oh, looks like you really stepped in it this time. Just where in the world are you? Hello? Hello? All right, Pete. Remember your scout training. Step 1, get your bearings.
Well, it looks like we got frozen. Or shrunk. rather, and stuck in a case and dropped in here. I'm guessing that was the whoever was sustaining us in the meantime. I don't know how many people you can play up with. I think you can. I think I've only ever seen up to 4. I don't know if you can go up to 5 or more. I see 5 spots here though, so that suggests 5. Anyway, yeah, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids setting type of world, and all sorts of fun times. Now we need to get out here and find a bunch of resources and get started. Slurp nasty water. No thanks. Alright, that's gonna be where we want to head. But before we do that, we need to grab some.
Hey, a common example of the Formicidae family. What's that? It sounds like a radio signal. It must be being transmitted from nearby.
Hey. They run away when they're hurt. That's gonna make chasing you down and beating you up difficult. Back here.
It's probably the size of a bathroom
I want your pieces. Where are you going? Alright, red ant hearts, red ant heads. You don't have to worry about dying too much in this game. I mean, yeah, you'll die, but whoa, okay, they have a lot more lunge on them than I thought. But here's what... This is a great way for me to show you this anyway. Respawn at Kid Case. So where we just started, boom. You get a couple different respawn points. You can set more of them over time. And then you have a backpack recovery. So you can just go and find your backpack, grab it, and that'll have all the supplies you had in your
Detective
backpack.
Weebo, hot on the trail. Wow, look at the size of that Chunky Chubb's league-approved baseball. It's the size of my dang house.
Alright, so let me see. Gotta grab a few things while we're here. Really fighting the ant off the bat was probably not the smartest move or the best move overall, but it was just for fun. And once we get better equipment, we will be massacring ants left, right, and center. So it's how it goes. For starters, let's grab some things. Alright, locate the source of the signal, investigate the mysterious machine.
I thought I lost you. Curiosity killed the tiny Pete. Huh. Well, looks like this thing hooks up with those lasers.
Alright,
I don't think that worked properly. It seems like the machine needs all 3 lasers to function.
got one
Maybe there's a
being
way to fix them?
intermittent, one cut off. That one's blocked by a piece of grass, and that one is active. So, yeah, we got some investigations to do. First,
Curious.
let's go check this out. That. We'll need that for some supplies. Now, a lot of bugs are initially, like, will be unpowered offline. Yeah.
Well, logic
We'll be
dictates that
hostile
there
right
are
now.
probably more of these
Some won't
stations around. Maybe if I keep searching, I'll find some clues. Or someone. There's probably more going on with that machine I found in the clearing. I should go check it out some more.
Alright. Yeah, that one. Let's research this. And the research thing, as you can see, it has some charges on the right here. It'll recharge those pretty quickly, so don't worry about using them all. Before I do that, I need to... Actually, let's research the pebble next. A few other things I need to get to. Pebblet spear, pebblet axe. Yes, those I'll want. Okay. So... I can craft. You get quite a selection of things you can work with. I will definitely want a pebblet spear. don't care about that one. I do need that. Make that. And axe. There we go. And you can put stuff in your hotbar. Let's put some food over here in my hotbar. Spear. Axe. There we go. That starts off with a bunch of what we need. Now, with the axe, we can cut down grass. Which is good, because we need to get a number of supplies. Downside of this game I've seen so far is there is a lot of grind. For, like, you'll constantly be going, ah, man, I need more of these resources, I need more of these resources. Also, there's a lot of terrain to cover, so you could be going, well, I'm all the way on the other side of the map, and I need to go back to the opposite side of the map, because that's where all my stuff is. That I have for crafting and building with. I don't feel like building a second base right now. So there's some things that this game has going for it, and some things that it definitely, could wear around. That's a weevil. Good. You can carry a good chunk of this stuff at once. I'll just stack it up for now. Just to keep things clean. Alright. This is recharged probably now. Now that I'm carrying one of these, I can scan it while I'm carrying it.
Science.
Yay! When you get to brain power level ups, they unlock certain things. New recipes unlock Cipher. You can check it here. Brain power unlocks. So, like, level 1 unlock. Now it gives me this. But as you may have noticed, I already had the axe. So, you can unlock them manually, or from hitting research levels, and that gives you more stuff to do. And I like that it has this little marker on the right side, upper right corner of the items that you can still scan. Next charge at 10:41. Time moves a bit faster in the game, so it's not 10 minutes, 41 seconds, or anything like that. As you can see, it's not moving, but rather at 10:41 in the game, which is select a valid resource for analysis 10:37. So give me a few more seconds and we can scan something else. In which case, I think I will scan this. Plant lamp, stem, plank pallet. But pallets are good for storing up the bigger items that you normally have trouble carrying. Also, I need that torch. The torch will be handy. So, like these things here, having the plank will having a plank for them would be nice just for storage purposes because it'll make it easier. What's making that noise? What else can I craft right now? Pebble hammer. Should do that. Alright. Torch. Need some more of this. Easy enough. Yeah. So now we can craft a torch. Armor. I'm going to need some clover leaves, it looks like, and some more rope and sprigs. Plant fiber for bandages. And yeah, we gotta work on some things. For now, we'll just eat some of this.
Worse than my mom's Brussels sprouts.
You can tap it pretty quick, so that's kind of nice at least. And water-wise, there's some right up there. You want to get clean water, so back.
No water filtration tablets needed.
There we go. The dewdrops there tend to be clean, which is nice. Okay. From that, what else do I want to work on? I need to mostly keep covering the ground, discover new things, and especially at this early stage. Yeah, I need to gather resources and get started on building some basic equipment to help me not die. Inventory. Let's put the torch here. We'll put the hammer here. There we go. So yeah, now let's try this out. As you can see, much more effective. Alright, where'd you go? Your buddy got away. Ah well. There will be more than enough ants to collect. Apple bits, huh? Back here. There we go. Yeah, I want a lot of these parts though because they will be very handy for building some useful armor. Some more of those.
Hark, yonder lady of the clover forest. On
Oh, I
what
forgot.
errand does the day
X,
find
if
you?
you do that, and then peep at, at bugs, you get some info on them. Like weaknesses, things like that, red worker ants. I forgot I need to do that with all these. It'll give me a lot of good info. It tells you all sorts of things like what they're resistant against. So basically, don't try killing them this way, it won't work. Let's scan that. And some foods do go bad over time, so you have to be careful about that. Okay. Right there. Stay non-hostile over there. I don't feel like they were close to ready to handle a ladybug. Just yet. I would like to get some better weapons and armor and all that first. But yeah, eyes pierced, so it's weak to pierce, that sort of thing. You learn a good bit from it. That's all the other bugs I want. Weevil. Mite. You want that one mite?
Whoa, why don't you just stay over there, small red insect?
Good. I'm gonna find an aphid to scan. Graphics aren't bad. Seems to handle pretty well. I think this was only like 11 gigabytes.
Map marker placed.
Wrong way. I clicked instead of pressing E. Aphids are good. Ooh, some clay. I need a shovel before I can get that though. Yeah. And you have to check all sorts of different areas just to find different resources that you'll need to build different things. Sap is good. And different areas have different hazards and dangers. Once again, spiders are a big enemy, but they are not. They were close to the only one. I should probably find a dandelion to knock over, just to get some other supplies from it. Ooh, a thistle. I will want that. Because I'll need thistles, thistle thorns to get arrows. Jump up on here. It's also they seem to make the thistles so that they have this handy just spread of the leaves that go up in a staircase type fashion, which is nice. A little dangerous if I were to fall, but it's also good for getting a nice view of the area. So let's see if we can get a better idea of what we're looking at around us. Ooh, getting a little nervous. Alright, that's high enough, I think. Alright, we've got laser there, some lamp over there, another laser. That one that's misbehaving, that'll need to go to. Looks like some guardian implements. Garden implements, a house itself, paint. See baseball over there, sparking wire over there. Weirdly purple flowers, weirdly shiny yellow flowers. Red. Yeah, you get all sorts of things you can work with. The number of resources is pretty awesome. Whoop. Ow. There we go. Alright, didn't take as much damage as I thought it was going to. Dropping off of there, all that. We also have a map. So I can go over and just place a waypoint there so as I have a little helper to get back to my position.
Look at that ant go.
Righto, righto. I could break this if I need more pebblets, but I don't really right now. There's a dandelion. Alright, I wanted that for a couple different reasons. One, I wanted these. Two, I wanted these. I only carry so many of them at a time, but that's fine. That's another major material for various framing and other issues that I'll need if I want to ever make a solid base of my own. I should research pistols. Yep, arrow, spike trap, all that stuff. And this I want. Sprig bow, acorn shovel, eye patch, and tea. Yes, those are some good things. I have to go find a lot of resources to make half of that, but that's fine. What do I need for my bow? I need gnat fuzz. I gotta find gnats? Okay. And I need mite fuzz in order to make the arrows. That I can work with. Got to go get clovers.
It's getting quite late. I should construct some shelter and get some sleep.
You actually don't have to sleep, which is interesting. It's more of a just in case you want to pass the night, because it does get dark.
Hey, Finn.
And like the various bugs follow patterns of sorts with their behaviors. Like some bugs will be asleep at night. Some bugs will come out at night. Some will behave differently. So depending on what you're looking for, you may have to just change the time of day. That should do it for that. Let's take this back over here. Okay. Lean-to. Do I have the recipe for that yet? I don't think I do. I need to research probably this.
Science!
And clover table, storage basket. Oh, the storage basket will be worth it. Hi. Mm-hmm. Looks like I'm still missing some stuff I need to get. Some of those. Ah, here we go. Oh, wait, here's the two. It was just, I forget which tabs some things were in. Alright, the roasting spit. I want that. Yep. Roast it, roast it, roast it. I'll be right here, so the ants shouldn't steal that. Lean-to. Let's put it right here. Let's see, a workbench. I do want one of those, but let's get a storage basket first. So I can store those. Alright. So it does let you draw from nearby containers, thankfully, automatically, so you don't have to worry about that as much for overall just ease of use purposes, which is very handy. Alright. You can do sleep till morning. We'll just do that now for the sake of our quest. Sick. Set your respawn to your lean-to. Oh, that's right, you can do that. Alright, I should study this.
Science!
That. That's not quite what I was wanting. That's an uncommon resource, interesting. I should study that. That just got these types. Alright, brain power up. We learned nothing new because we just learned a bunch of all that. Great. Next thing I should make is a workbench, because we are going to need one of those. I've already actually made a spike trap. I don't know how well that works. But we will need a workbench to build a bunch of stuff. So, we'll stick that there. Need more sprigs and some more sap. Easy enough to find. Sprig. Sap. I do like that you can just swim around in these places too. Alright, there's some more clay here. That's good to know. Once I can find an acorn and get an acorn shovel put together, I'll be wanting that. A little hard to climb up that. Let's go over here. There we go. Constantly needing to grab items. Thankfully, resources are abundant. Okay, now from here we can make a lot of things. Red Ant Club. I need red ant mandibles for that. Okay. Make some more rope, because I know I'm going to want more of that. Acorn shovel, I need acorn shell. Once again, need more mite fuzz. Alright. Good. I will want to make this red ant club eventually, just because it's a nice, more powerful weapon otherwise. Though it is a bit on the slow side, spear is less damage but faster. Right now, what I really want is... What have I got for armor? Red Ant arm guards. Need acid glands, might fuzz. More might fuzz. More ant parts, more might fuzz. So, I need to murder a buttload of mites, and I need to murder a buttload of ants. Well, for now, craft that. For the quest, and just to have something, you equip it over
Feeling a
here.
little safer now.
I need that there, that there.
A little chewy, but not bad.
That. Alright. You don't want to leave food just lying around because the ants will steal it. I pushed the wrong way. Alright. To use the take all instead of the deposit. I keep doing that. Alright. Wasn't that. That. Okay. That should give me a bit of room to work with. Anything else I can research before I go? I can. This research might fuzz, since that's coming up as more and more. The weevil, I know we'll want that, especially for later. Because gas mask will be necessary at some point. Not gonna get it anytime soon, but we'll need
That
it.
ant go.
Just toss that in there, that in there. Keep that on me. I need to get some water. Excuse me? What is that? Oh, it's me tripping over this. Hey there. Alright, there should be some water around here somewhere. Let's see what we can find. There's some.
Nice and clean.
Alright, water, check. Food's pretty good. Let's press on. Now that we've gotten a basic setup for a base camp to start off with, we're going to go and look into some of these lasers.
Tower to Nat, say intentions. Your flight path is not cleared.
Nope. No, that got away. Before I got anything done with it. Alright. Laser that way. Let me swap to a faster weapon. Oh, I wonder how mites are eating through a wire. I don't recall mites ever being that capable in real life. But you know what? At least they're giving me plenty of mite fuzz to work with. And the spear is a one-handed weapon, so I can use a torch while I'm holding. Which is good, because we're going in here.
Might up ahead. The goblin of the backyard. You know what they
Goblin
say?
of
A
the
foolish
backyard.
consistency is the hobgoblin of little mites.
Interesting statements. I can break this. I'll have enough pebbles for whatever else I might need them for, probably anytime soon. Ooh, sturdy quartzite. Well, that'll be good to know it's here later. I can't do anything with it right now because I don't have enough.
Afoot.
That means there's a grub in there, but I need a shovel to get it to come out.
Scabby. Additional flavor scheme available.
Might Rider. Alright, and so the Scabbies are basically our HUD. And we can actually go into here and just, there's a day mode and a night mode. So you can set different ones even if you want one that sticks out differently at night. So, Scab Classic, High Contrast, LCD, Might Rider. And yeah, so you can just change up the look to whatever you like. Yeah, let's go with that one for now. Alright. Now, we'll want you very much, little grub, but I have to find some acorns first. But I definitely want to get that little grub out of the ground, because if I get enough of them, I can make a canteen to help carry water around, which would be handy to not have to constantly be hunting for it. As much, anyway. Toadstool needs a level 2 axe. Oh, that's where we came in. I didn't realize we were back in this spot. Okay. Well, that's one of them.
Oh, that guy's got allergies.
Oh, I should probably put my torch on. It'll last longer if I don't keep holding it out where it'll keep burning. Alright, we should have some room for research now. That. Slime mold's gone. Slime mold torch. Alright. Still handy. Okay. Everything to cook right now. Oops. I always forget I have to click on the thing first, then press R. Okay, got that, store that. I need to make it. Craft, storage basket. Grab a few clovers real quick. There we go. Sorry, the weevil, but food is also very useful for healing, so. And the food I have right now is starting to go bad. Show some other container for that one. Alright. Should eat something. Squeeze that.
Not bad.
Aphid honeydew does a bit of hunger and thirst, but it also doesn't go bad, so it's probably worth holding on to more. Right now, I need to find some water.
Don't even need to boil it.
Alright. Initial steps taken care of there. And craft a fiber bandage. Yeah, it wants me to do that. Though I've already technically done that. There we go. Now it's happy. Unblock the obstructed laser. That's an easy one.
God, I swear these gnats have Pete sense. Got one.
I know exactly how to get gnats, though. There's a really nice trick to that. Also, I love that we can go in there and just look at stuff. This is... Oh, hey.
I was a fool to have ever doubted myself. A fool like Klein, like Kaminsky, like Schmechter, like all of Ominent. I am here in the backyard. Down in the backyard. I mean, I am speaking to you from the backyard. I am tiny! I should gather my thoughts. This is a momentous occasion. Wendell Tolley official log, 89.08.05. Recording as I take my first steps into the miniature world. The sights are unbelievable. The textures, the way the light falls upon every surface, the subtle patterns in all of the objects that surround me, the grass. Even common lawn grass looks like a structure from an alien world. Wait, what's that sound? The very earth is trembling. Over there, what could it be? An ant! My God, today, the world has changed forever.
Very excitable fellow. Now then, we needed to unblock that one. Understandable, though. I mean, if you manage to actually sink yourself down, discover all this stuff, that would be quite the feat. Of course, I could see it being horribly misused. Because, well, let's face it, the government would probably just view it as so many ways they could control the population. Hey, if we shrink everyone down, we could end world hunger. Something like that. I don't know. It would change. It could get so misused in so many different ways. Alright. Next step. Oh yeah, that seems normal. Nope. Kablooey.
My bad?
Next up is heading in that direction.
Hey, Mr. Ant.
Should I work on getting some better armor first, though. Do know a rough location of an anthill. Ooh. Raw.
I'm holding raw science in my hands. What does it even mean?
Somewhere over in this region there should be some heavier duty ants that I can get into a fight with. Which is dangerous, sure. But something's wrong here. There are a bunch of dead ants. Oh, poison gas. Okay, well that's a thing. I'm guessing either I'm very close to a
Taking a look. New one for the bestiary.
infected larva. Okay. So this is where I'm going to need a gas mask to deal with it. Looks like. Not getting that raw science. Where was the ant nest? Comparatively to all the others. So many things to find out here, which is nice. That's where I started. Well, let's scan some more things from here, I guess. And anything else? Infected larva. Resistance, lots of resistance. Weaknesses to fresh and slash. I don't know what that is. I don't know what fresh is. This place looks really not good. Infected ladybug and a dead bombardier beetle over there.
Would you look at that? It's super infected.
Yeah, we're not going in there. I don't feel like dying. That's cool stuff, but I'm not going here. Oh, we're back over this spot. Alright. Never mind. I apparently got lost on my way to where I thought I knew where an ant still was. That's fine, though. I was hoping to find some warrior ants so I could get some mandibles and acid sacs. It would help me with making a number of things. Nothing else here I can research right now. Is there anything else I want to build before I go? I do have enough to make the red ant helmet. That's tempting. Yeah, let's do that. And I can get more red ant parts in general real quick. That's not hard. Maybe we just follow this little guy. Should take us to where we want to go. I know there was one over here somewhere. Lead the way, little ant. Oh, there it is. That's the anthill. Okay, before we do any
That's
of
a
that,
soldier ant.
let me put that.
You can really tell the difference from here.
Where are you? Ah, come on, I want to get you scanned.
Got one!
There it is. Gotta be careful because they will bring the entire nest down on me. But I need your mandibles. There we go, that got me some good stuff. I need to heal.
Just close your eyes and imagine it's a fruit pounder.
We need more ant parts overall. Here they come. I stirred up the nest now. And they will swamp me, so I do have to be ready to run. Alright. This is great, though. I'm getting some really good supplies. And I'm getting cork. Ooh. Owie. Owie, owie, owie. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Ow. Ow.
My mom always says I light up her room.
Well, this is not great. Use a bandage. That'll heal me slowly over time. How many mandibles did I get? I only got one. I need more. I need 2. At least. Ooh, when did I get a red ant egg? I didn't know I could get those. Nifty. Okay. I need to go get more food supplies. Otherwise, I will die because I do not have enough overall supplies to keep alive. To keep me alive during that many attacks. Woohoo! There we go. Okay, that got me what I needed. Now let's get out of here before more ants show up. Not bad for not being equipped with some of the good stuff yet. Alright, I need to go over there. Which is that way. Oh, that was a lot closer than I thought. Okay. I don't have anything to cook right now, but I have some interesting things to research. Let's see. Red ant egg. Analyze. Uncommon. I've never seen one of these in games, so that's cool. A bratwurst. Guess that's a cooking recipe. Level up. Grub vest, grub, acorn. Okay, cool. I need this researched. Workers' comp, which is a potion type thing. Okay. Acid. Bug rubber and astonishing acid. Alright. I can make that. And I can make... Did I make that? I can't remember what I made. No. Okay, so... This will swap
Let's keep it
out.
safe. Safer.
And then... This. Okay. Side effects. Hand. Red ant see you as one of them. Okay, so there's a set bonus to having all 3 red ant bits. That's nice. Haul more items, so you get more strength for carrying. Sight, stamina increase required to swing weapons. Alright. But nice. So gain all 3 of those, I now have the ants not seeing me as an enemy. That's great. I also need to repair. Oh, I completely forgot I could actually throw spears in this game, and that's, what was that, the R button? I gotta remember that. And left shift while jumping, since I'm holding some dandelion bits, I can glide down, which is also useful. Alright. Makes me wonder what the set bonus is for the clover stuff. Let me check that out real quick while I'm here. Where did I put the other one? Yeah, I have one in here. Okay. So that goes there, and that goes there. That gives me regenerate health over time effect. Tenderfoot defense, you receive less damage from early game creatures, and light stamina. Alright, so that's nice. I gotta remember that set bonuses are important. For now, let's put those on. Let's store this for later.
One long schnoz, built for sniffing.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with this egg. A ripe red ant egg that can hatch if left to sit. Keep insect eggs from hatching by destroying them at the source or crashing them once picked up. Can hatch if left to sit. Interesting. I know in Grounded 2 you can hatch animals to, like ants, and ride them. So that's a thing. Let's drop this here and see what happens, I guess. But otherwise, I'm not too concerned. I don't have any... Well, I do have this. Is this edible? Scent roller, hot grill are never fresh but always fine. Okay, so it's just a snack food item that is always edible. I don't really need food at the moment, actually. What I need is water. And to test out my new gear. Because I want to go back to that anthill now and see what happens if I go in it. Well, like, what happens if I approach it now wearing this armor? I think this is the place. No ant. Yep. Well, I'm not being attacked. That's great. Let's light up a torch.
Ant spotted!
Yep. Okay, this is good. Whoa. Okay, so red ant eggs. So if I wanted to get rid of red ants, I guess I could. But otherwise they've got lots of food down here. That's handy. Note, but I'm actually here for something else. I can... Okay. Well then. That just popped right out of the woodworks. I'm actually down here though for some other things. I don't care so much about the food as I do resources. Brittle marble. Yes, it's level 1. I can't do a lot with this just this second, but once I get a little further in the game, we'll be able to use that as part of an upgrade material. It's just falling out of the sky? Yes. Excuse me? Giving noise that I don't like. This place is huge. They're just sleeping down here. Brittle marble piece.
Those
Excellent.
soldier ants mean business.
This water looks questionable. I gotta be careful. Not all these pebbles off to the sides are the.
Holding raw science in my hands.
Okay, there is a lot under here. I didn't realize there was so much here. Quartzite, that's another upgrade item. Great. Let's grab some of those. Alright, so this is why ants are worth getting to know and exploring their place. This is another one? Foundation guards. No idea what that is, but it sounds cool, and I'm gonna take that. So. Ah! Shoot! I did not see that hole there until it was too late. Okay. That is a freshman, which I need a level 2 item. That's a dead person. Well, there were something about missing kids, so I'm guessing we're not the only one. Red anthill burgle ship. Okay, guessing that'll be important later. That's a level 2 one. What's my inventory looking like? Yeah, this is so worth coming in here. And makes everything so much easier. If I wasn't wearing this armor, I would have to be fighting tooth and nail to get in here and to look around. I know this because in my game with my kids, I did try to just run in here. Couldn't do any of this looking around. I didn't even know most of the stuff was down here because I was just constantly having to run away from all the ants, going, no, 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 don't eat me, don't eat me, don't eat me. Oops, I'm in a circle. So this is awesome. There is so much in this place. I'm pretty sure I'm missing some side passages as well. This should take me back up towards the top. What's going on in here? Alright, the ants are multiplying exponentially. That could be bad for me. You guys are blocking the hall. Can I go through here? I'd really like to go through here. This looks cool. Thank you. This looks suspicious. Alright, this looks like something I should be able to get through, and I don't know. That's just a pebble. Found a yolked girth milk molar, calcium chewable. Slurp the vitamin infused pulp core to grow stronger. Get yolk. I don't know where it's saying I have found this thing.
Hey, Mr. Ant.
Oh, there it is. It's a level 2 though. I cannot slurp it because I do not have enough of and tools of the necessary type. Alright, we will move on with life. Torch is holding up okay. I am trying to keep an eye on it because I am worried about it just going out on me, and it would be very dark in here. Need more of this. Trying to cut.
I could use something to drink.
Oh, that's bad. I must go up. Alright, there's another piece of that. Well, let's try to find our way up, or I'll have to drink some really nasty water. Maybe to survive. Hello? I'm guessing that's like Super Ant Queen or something like that? I'm guessing that's a boss fight type deal. Ooh, soda drop. Thank you. Oh, that did not do a lot for my water, though. What in the world? What did that just do? So, yeah, I'm betting you're a boss fight. If I ever wanted one. I could get some weird stuff out of you. Oh, come on, here. Can,
Mark that one off the list.
Yeah, I bet there's achievements and other good important things for if I were to beat you. But to do so would require me to probably be a lot stronger than I currently am, and I don't feel like dying horribly after finding all this good stuff. Then I'd have to come get it back. So, you have fun being menacing. This is way too quiet in here. I bet as soon as if I were to, like, touch that ant, besides the queen probably being able to murder me itself, I bet every ant in the entire hive would suddenly beeline straight towards me and just, I'd be swarmed in a matter of seconds and murdered. Alright, I need to get out of here. I really have to find liquid. Which way go up? Oh, alright, we're back in this room. That's good. That's a good sign. This looks interesting in here. Different sort of rain. Oh, don't mind if I do. Raw science may not seem important right now, but trust me, we will be using a buttload of it. Oh, we're back here. Not where I fell in that hole before. Okay.
I could use something to drink.
Neomov. This is going up. That's probably a good sign. Not there. Not there. Oops, I've somehow backtracked all the way back to the queen. That's not good. You're running. Cover my stamina so I can run some more. I need to go faster. I love how it's drink or die. Can't pass that stuff up though. Right here. Right over here. Down here. You know, I'll just drink Slurpy Nasty Water.
Gross.
I think it gives me a poison effect, but... Oh, it drains my food. Ah, interesting. Well, I can fix food easier. That's fine. I don't mind that. But now I'm not dying from water deprivation. What did I get here? Okay, rotten shin. Ooh, this is a level 2 armor. Wow. Analyze sleek shin protection crafted from bee parts. The slimy texture and offensive odor suggests they've been here for quite some time. Alright, well, we're not going to try that on while we're here, because every ant would then be very upset. We're not being anti enough. So we're going to go, and we're going to get out of here. This is the way out. No, could. Yeah, food's easy.
Choke it down, Pete.
How much does this stack? Cookie sandwich bits? No, that was a thing. Gonna grab some of these food items. Alright, so those stack in 5s. Got it. Apple bits also stack in 5s. Alright, that's a nice little touch of everything I could use.
Soldier ant spotted.
We're leaving now before they get touchy me about my grabbing things. Next is this one. Right. Nope. No, I'm just gonna do that. Easier. To make sure I don't get off track while running through these grass bits and all that. Okay, now I need to analyze some stuff. E-face mask. Shin guards. I'm guessing the fact that they're rotten maybe means they're not as good as the normal ones would be.
Feeling a little safer now.
They do have good defense. Okay. Bow stun applies stun damage to target. Light armor, stamina increase. Okay, so they don't give me a set bonus, it looks like, but they give me. They make my using of a bow better. Interesting. Also, they look kind of sick. The downside is I probably can't repair them as easily either. Okay. Anything else here? No. What does this do? A gland full of seemingly infinite acid combo attacks cause it to burst. So in other words, it's what, additional thing for my weapon? I'm not sure. Nifty needle. What does the bee stuff need? Bee fuzz, silk rope, berry leather. Okay, so this is high level armor that we're not going to be able to make ourselves anytime soon. Alright, unlock the smithing station and investigate the oak tree explosion. I think we have to investigate the oak tree explosion in order to unlock the smithing station.
Better than starving, I think.
What do I want to take with me and what do I want to leave behind here? I definitely want to take these with me. Yeah, I need it because I'll need those later for some other builds. Mm-hmm. What else should I take with me? Take some clover. That. Don't care about that. And that with me. Take that with me. I think that'll do it. That should. Good. Well, should take these with me just because they won't be as accessible in other areas. Oh wait, can I make that club? I need more. I need more fiber. I want that. I want to make that club before we leave.
Aw, poor guy's got allergies.
Okay. Zoom, zoom. There's a bunch of those mint candies or whatever that I do not have the right equipment to break. There's raw science in here now for some reason. So that's interesting. Oh well. They want to give me raw science, I'll take raw science. I can certainly find uses for it. There we go. Ow. Well, that sucks. I want to take some more sap with me. Alright, I should have enough though now to build the better weapon. It's a two-handed weapon, but it's still a level 2 weapon, so that's great. Craft. Let's... How do I want to put this? Spear's gone, or torch is gone. Put that in its place. Slide that over. And I should craft another torch. Could do slime mold torches, but I believe they don't last very long. Evil shield, grub hides for that. Brought burst, red ant egg, fungal growth, an incendiary sausage stuffed with reactive fungus and dry grass. Lays waste everything in a small radius. That sounds like a good way to kill myself, accidentally. Ooh, wait. Arrows. Can't make a ton, but something. And I just need a bow for it. What do I need for a bow? Oh, Nat Fuzz. Never mind, I'm not going to make that interested. I'll just store these for now. Okay. Yeah, I think we're ready now. We are going to go towards the tree, which I believe was here. We've got some ground to cover.
Aphids, nature's lollipops.
That sounds questionable. Nature's lollipops, huh? Not usually how I'd think of an aphid, but you know what? You can do it. Is that ready already?
I spy.
Yeah. So if you need to get gnats, the best way to do that is wait till nightfall and come here and go up onto that thing. The gnats will be swarming it, like they do in, kind of like how gnats light in real life. Yes, acorn bits. Need a lot of these. Acorn armor is good, and I will need a lot of it to do what I want to. That's a sap clump, which I could break it and just get a bunch of sap. I need sap that much right now. Not really. So I'll save the inventory space for now. For more of these lovely acorns. Alright, rose bushes over there, probably important. That's indicating that there's a research place. See that?
New one for the bestiary.
Wolf spiders. I don't feel like dying horribly, so we're not going in there right now. Yeah, they're sleeping, it looks like. I see some good resources. But they can keep them unless they decide to leave. Because I don't feel like dying horribly today. Missed my jump. Here we go. Looks like this place had a bit of a kablooey. Alright, locked.
Those look like idealized geometric shapes in that paint thing. They can't be real.
I probably shouldn't do that, really. Okay, anything good here?
I have isolated the source of the particle irregularities. They appear to be a byproduct of the shrinking process. If I adjust the machine to account for their existence, it should be the key to the de-shrinking, expanding process. Virgil, please bring up the readings for the irregular covalent SNPI 42Z particle traces. Ugh, that name is going to get tiresome. And while you're at it, rename all references to the irregular covalent SMPI 42Z particle to raw science.
Order received. Raw science identified. Does it require cooking, flipping, or grilling?
No, none of those. Categorization.
That answer is not permitted, according to health code standards governing the handling of raw food items.
Alright, first we are going to do this. That's a whole lot of stuff we can make, including storage chests, which will be much nicer for storing everything in. Sap catcher, smoothie, spinning wheel, acorn fence. Yeah, okay, that's a whole level of things I can make now. I love this place. Like, this base is just built underground. Okay. You discovered Oak Lab. It's a lot of sap. Clean fountain. Clean water. Nice. Warning, air contamination critical in the haze, wherever that is. Lab 3. Lab 4, Black Anthill. Security lockdown in effect. Don't know where that's at. I've only seen red ants so far. Level 1 hedge. Hostile presence detected. Oh, good. Lab 2, battery backup failure in the pond. So we got a few different labs, it sounds like. What else we can grab in here? Alright, and begin test 45. Date, time, blah 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 blah. Pre-test notes. After successful miniaturization of a single complex electronic device, test 44, test 45 will attempt to shrink one full box of the devices. Upon embiggening, subjects will be inspected and tested to ensure proper functionality. Results: failure. Miniaturization successful, but embiggening and further testing is impossible at the moment. Subject was confiscated by a curious honeybee. Recovery unlikely. Box obliterated. Miniature scabs are certainly stuck in every nook and cranny of the yard. Well, we've already found at least two of those. A couple of them.
Little help, please?
Burgle!
Where are you hurt?
System reboot in progress.
That is an interesting mustache.
Thanks for the helping hand. I am Burgle, acting science manager for this project. I am also a robot.
I noticed.
I am sure this all must be very disorienting for you, but hopefully I can explain. I suspect you were miniaturized by Dr. Tully's spacer device. Why are you here in the yard? I do not know. In fact, I cannot seem to recall much of anything. A recent power surge has caused a massive raw science containment explosion. This lab, as you can see, is a disaster. And what's worse, the explosion has disrupted my computing power. My memory banks are corrupted. Sorry to pile on the bad news, my new friend. How can I be of service?
Let's go with where at?
You are here, in the Oak Lab, built and used by Dr. Wendell Tully to experiment on all things small. This is the base of operations for conducting experiments in his yard.
Alright, so we're in his yard.
Dr. Tully is a brilliant scientist and inventor. He is also my creator. My initial protocol was to serve as the short-order cook of the future. However, I have been recently promoted to acting science manager to assist with his experiments. No doubt my previous work experience has been invaluable to Dr. Tully. Although, now that I am processing it, I have not seen him for several weeks.
Well, that's usually a bad sign.
And now I cannot recall where he went. It must be my corrupted memory banks.
Hopefully he wasn't that skeleton we found.
It seems you and I are both a little
I can't remember
discombobulated.
anything.
Given my best calculations, your biomass has been subject to covalent spacing reduction via interatomic energy extraction.
That's a lot of word spiel for trying to sound sciencey.
In other words, you have been shrunk. It is likely this was achieved using Dr. Wendell Tully's spacer platform, patent pending. Shrinking can be a traumatic experience for tiny human brains, and memory loss is a known side effect. Hopefully, your memory will return in time.
Alright, how do I get
To
home?
return to your prior size, you would need to successfully activate Dr. Tully's spacer platform. Unfortunately, my readings indicate it is inoperable. It appears to have suffered several malfunctions from the explosion. I am sorry, but it appears you may be stranded here for some time until we find a solution.
Can we fix it?
Haha! That is a great idea. Let me run a full diagnostic scan on it and see what we need to do to get it fixed up. Processing! Processing! Memory fault. Code 408B3000. Ominent OS script runtime error. Arg! I am sorry again. It appears I have sustained more damage to my memory chips than expected. Without those memories, I do not know how to repair the spacer. Dr.
Memory
Tully
chip?
used
Like
two types
this
of
chip I
chips to
found a
back
little
up my
bit?
memory.
There's two types of chips back. Okay.
Auxiliary chips are small capacity chips used to store project data. If you find these, I should be able to help you learn new survival recipes.
Alright, that's probably one of the ones I found in the anthill and an auxiliary
Super
chip.
chips are special, and they are gold. They back up full directories of my memory system. If we are going to fix the spacer, that data is bound to be on a super chip. I suggest exploring the other labs in the backyard. Return with any memory chips you find.
There are other
Dr.
labs.
Tully has built many more labs throughout the yard. Each
Tell.
lab is used for various experimental procedures. I can upload their locations to your Scabby. Stand by. Processing. Error. Files not found. Code 632C404. Cheese and fries. The lab locations are missing from my memory banks too. But we are in luck. I was able to retrieve the location of one of the facilities, the Hedge Lab. The Hedge Lab is the observation center of the yard and used for research on arachnid webbing.
Okay.
You will find the hedge near the house if you head southeast. The lab is located deep inside the hedge. Sending the coordinates to your Scabby. Try to find the Hedge Lab first, but there is nothing stopping you from searching the yard for the other labs. Except, of course, thousands of angry, hungry insects. That
Yeah,
reminds
kind
me.
of.
Dr. Tully locks the important labs with biometric scanners. You will need access for any chance of success. Head over to the ASL terminal and place your hand on the biometric scanner near it. Give it a moment to sync your signature into the mainframe. Once you are registered, you will be granted access to the ASL network of computers too. ASL grants access to daily work items, nay, tasks, nay, quests. Yes, quests. I will reward you raw science for each completed quest.
I love that he picks at his mustache like he's like some people tend to with their actual mustaches of pulling on the smoothie it out, that sort of thing.
In my science shop, you can trade raw science back for survival recipes from experiments that Wendell conducted when he was first exploring the yard. Log on to the ASL terminal over there and see what is available. Unless you have any other questions, you really should get started finding those chips. And try not to die out there.
Been there,
Have
done
an
that.
exponentially great day.
Okay, well that was a drop of lore all over the place, but good stuff. I think that's basic. This is where the game really starts, I feel, since now we have a bit of an idea of what we're doing and what we can get out of it. Food items, got some bandages, sick. Alright. Hold. ASL system. So Burgle. Scouts training, roasting spit. So yeah, it looks like we get experience for building specific things, killing certain things. Bug meat on campfire, crafting various things. And once we get 20 of these various unknown quests done achievement-wise, we'll get daily quests, which can also help us. Got it. Science shop. Load that up. Smithing station. That's what we needed. That'll use to upgrade weapons, various materials, brittle whetstone, brittle plating. Yes. We want that. Cooking.
What would Dr. Ticatelli do?
Combining ingredients to cook various meals. Right. I don't actually care too much about that, but let's see. It is recommending it for whatever reason. I'd rather get this first though. Meat shield. Burgle deciphers secret meat knowledge from the chip and gives you the old razzle dazzle with his clamp and spatula combo. The tenderizer works you out on a molecular level and unlocks a new mutation that increases max health. We're getting that. That allows it to detect raw science nearby. I don't know what that's about. Torch upgrade. That seems useful. A torch that has been improved by the power of science. Will light your way for a very long time. Alright, so better torches. And a lot of these things are for base building improvements, but I'm not so concerned about that right now. Not sure what that insignia in the top right is. Oh, I bet that's, let's see. Mutations. There we go. Your size to meat ratio is off the charts, so you can take hits like a champ. Activate. There we go. I don't have anything else right now. So I gotta unlock more mutations, I guess. But that will, so I think that top right corner, those two little dots are probably showing how many mutations I can equip at a time. Could be wrong. Yeah, alright. First, let's open this door. That's back to the main room. Great.
Why do it your way when you can do it the Roby's way? Put your cares away and have an exponentially great day.
Okay then. And super duper requires super disc. Alright, I'm guessing that's the special discs that I can otherwise get.
Keep things clean. There's experimentation to always happy to see a repeat customer. How can I help you today?
I found an auxiliary chip.
Ah, more chips. Thank you.
Okay. Just plugs that into your head. Okay.
Hand it over and let us see what I can remember.
You just plugged it into your head.
Much better. Check the ASL Terminal's Science Shop for the new recipes. Ask
Let me ask
away,
you a
my
question.
friend.
What is Ominent? Tell me about yourself. What is Ominent?
Ominent Practical Technologies is one of the largest research and manufacturing companies in the world. Its main research facility is right here in the town of Brook Hollow. Dr. Tully, and by extension, yours truly, was an employee of Ominent for a long time, until very recently. Ask away, my friend. A question about me? I'm flattered.
Operating parameters. How should I get my burger?
Consuming raw or undercooked meats may increase your risk of foodborne illness, especially if you have certain medical conditions. Medium rare. Medium if you must. But if you request well done, I will show you the truth behind my grilling function.
I love Burgle already. Yes. Medium rare is the way to go. Some people like their food ruined by being cooked thoroughly all the way through. Brown. Yeah, chewy, tasteless. Now.
Cooking, flipping, grilling. I have been adapting my functionality with the assistance of Dr. Tully. I am also trained in organization, data science, and mustache grooming. though I suspect you will not be needing the latter for a year or two. Ha 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 ha!
Fair.
Cooking, flipping, grilling. Everyone's a critic. I have been adapting my functionality with these, though I suspect
Okay,
you will
nothing
not
new
be
there.
needing the latter for a year or two.
Who
Dr.
built
Tully,
you?
while he was working on designs for an automated burger restaurant to be licensed to Roby's Burgers. There were 14 other burgle prototypes created, but alas, I am the only one who remains. The others were all scrapped.
Fair.
I am the last existing burger lad, Mark IV, created by Dr. Tully. Since his disappearance, I have been continuing his research and experiments. I am a fully functional research assistant. I can answer science questions as well as assign tasks for you to complete. Every day, I will have a number of tasks for you, my budding science assistant, to complete. Finish them, and I will reward you for your hard work. Just do not mention anything to OSHA. The last thing I need is another investigation into underage labor practices.
This has happened before? Now, that's
How
more
can I
concerning
help
than
you
anything else.
today? Thank you. Come again soon. Now where did I leave that?
Right, red anthill chip should be in here now. So, what did that add? Fiber bandage efficiency. Refines the fiber bandage recipe so it requires many fewer ingredients per bandage. That's actually possibly really good. Upgrades the canteen so it can hold more liquid. I still have to get the canteen in the first place, but now I should be able to make a shovel, so we're being close to that. Buff lungs. Respiratory knowledge. System knowledge from the trip repeated shocks to your lung tissue whips them into tip-top shape, sparking your DNA to unlock the immune mutation and increase the max stamina. Oh, that sounds really super useful, actually. I should save up for that. Scanner, scabs, mindset creatures. Yeah, I think I want to save up for buff lungs. So I definitely want the fiber and the canteen upgrades as well. But I think that mutation for the added stamina will do me the most good. Okay, assistant manager keycard needed to go in here. Got it. So locked area. See something in there that looks odd. So I'm guessing there's some good items.
Processing.
There was... Out here we can look around.
I'm holding raw science in my hands. What does it even mean?
Actually, I'll come back down here later. Because I can go out through this way. If I remember right. I want to finish looking around in here first. I love how the camera's not even looking at me necessarily, so it goes being all over the place. More raw science. Tablet.
This morning, I installed the borrowed lab modules. Another one of my forgotten inventions from the early days. I had such grand notions back then. The Kinder Science Mini Quick Little Chemist Lab educational toy for children. But no, Wendell, we can't possibly put hydrochloric acid into the hands of children. The lawyers will never agree. It's a good thing I never told them about the Bunsen burners. Odd that Ominent has been using my toy pieces in this way. I digress. The lab network is now up and running in the backyard. I'm planning to dedicate each one of them to a different function. Main power will run through here. The Oak Lab is the center of operations for the backyard. The second lab is nestled into the hedge. Such wonderful views from up there. Side note, I'm worried that Ominent's shoddy manufacturing of the lab pieces will cause them to fall apart over time, but they will do for now.
Interesting. Nothing new to do there. Alright, yeah, so I think we're ready to leave. So the nice thing is with activating the ASL program, it'll activate it at every one of the science stations now. So I don't have to come back here every single time just to use it.
Verbal transcription unit 87.9.5. Order number 1.
Robot, I need you to monitor these power fluctuations and inform me if they exceed acceptable limits.
Hello, my name is Burgle, and I will be serving you today. I specialize in cooking, flipping, and grilling.
Grilling? A feature useful only to your obsolete burger-flipping brethren now consigned to the scrap heap? I need you to monitor these readings. Burgle. And isn't it redundant to specialize in cooking and grilling?
Understood. Appending monitor power fluctuations to my prime directive list. Deprioritizing grilling.
Good. Now get on with it.
Reprioritizing grilling.
Reprioritizing grilling. So I love this robot has a bit of a mind of its own. Like, all right, I'm removing this.
Let there
I'm
be
reprioritizing it. Now that you're not. This is cool. Let's go in here. I don't think I ever saw this before. All right, I should probably run. This is a lot further in than. Okay. An underwater spider? Alright, I made a mistake. I'm gonna die. Okay, heat is pushing up like it. Respawn. Okay. That's a thing. Okay. I didn't realize there was going to be a massive underwater place. I thought I would go down a little bit and then come back up. Wait, where am I? I'm back here. Wait, did I not see this before? Safety test. Power fluctuations are within an acceptable range. The machine itself continues to operate as expected. Weatherproofing of the platform components is holding up quite well. The pylons, however, are a finicky trio. Maintaining the beam angles requires regular obstruction removal. The art is simply too alive for precision instruments. Oh, Euclidean space, you fickle mistress. Reminder, check embiggening cell diagnostic before end-of-day protocols. Alright, we got some more granola bars. I must have missed those, but this is not running yet, but the ASL terminal is. Great. So, something I can point out here now, this does give me an option. It's really handy, especially in circumstances like this where I would have to travel all the way up here, go down in, and try to dive down and find that again.
Poor guy's got allergies.
You can do a you can do a retrieval of game repair, cancel nearby blueprints, recover pets, or recover backpacks. This will return all player backpacks to the starting ravine. Use this if your backpacks are not recoverable. This can only be run once per load of a save. So basically, I run it now, and instead of being all the way down there, my backpack is now far more reachable. Which is very handy for a number of reasons. And
Right where I left you.
And now I have all the stuff from my backpack without having to go diving back in there, digging around for it. So that could be a real lifesaver if you're just, wanting to save on a little time, for example, or just not feeling like arguing with a very tough fight if you died in a fight with a bunch of monsters around you that you aren't ready to deal with. And then next time I load, I'll be able to do it again if I need to, but right now I can't do it again if I don't, right now I can't
Water
do it
filtration
again
tablets
unless
needed.
I reload my save So yeah, that works out as a nice little counterbalance to make sure people don't spam it all the time. But alright, let's go in here now. Can't do anything with that. Let's go to here. And now that we've got the smithing unlocked, we can do a bunch of this. There we go. I'm gonna need those. Let's make one of those just to make it. Bounce web and basketball. Never made a bounce web. Probably useful for being around. Alright. So right now what I need to make is... I need to make a... That, not that. That. Smithing station. Alright, place the blueprint. Where do I want it? How about... that's where I have it. Right here's good enough. I need some more rope, which means I need some more of this. There we go. I should be able to make some more rope. Wrong thing. Craft this rope. Done. Alright, and this is where things get really nice. Because I can now take this, select it. Now I've upgraded a number of times. It now does considerably more damage and has higher durability. Downside is I now have to re-equip it here because it's been changed. There we go. Alright. Analyze lily pad wax. Survival. Locate the hedge ascent. I have a lot of things to do. Okay. An incredibly solid piece of acorn that increases your defensive capabilities. I don't know how that works, but once again, needs scrub hide. I don't have that. I do need acorn shovel. I gotta get more fibers. I need more ropes. I need so much more rope. Gonna zoom around and grab a bunch of those things. I stop getting caught on every tree and branch. Come on, where'd they all go?
Hey, Fid.
Alright, that should be enough to work with. This, let's make some of those. Good. Acorn shovel. Made. Still need gnats. That's something I'll worry about later, though. Make a better torch. Do need that. Armor. I'm gonna need more gnat fuzz. I'm gonna need more rope. Need berry chunks. Won't get those yet. And algae. I don't really know where to get that. I have an idea of where to get the berry chunks, but I don't know about some of this other stuff. Alright. But now that I have a shovel, I can actually get aphids, which is good. I'll put the shovel there. Alright. Army wants to upgrade some of my stuff right now, but I also kind of don't. If I upgrade this, defense, durability. I don't know why the defense is in yellow here. I think it's because it's rotten, so it may have issues. One of each. There we go. I think I want to get some better stuff though, before I really commit with the item upgrades. The weapon I was willing to because I know I'm going to need that. I'm going to use it. I've got a good torch and a normal torch. I didn't realize I already had one. Oh well, not like it won't burn through them anyway. Okay, that's there, that's there. I should... storage stuff. What else could I make? A water container. You right here. So this, I'll have to get a canteen for it to be able to fill it up with water, but once I do, I can actually store a bunch of stuff there. I'm gonna need a lot more pieces for that. Storage chest. Good. I think I will make a storage chest. Put it right over here. There we go. Pause it. Not that one. Pause it. Pause it. Let's just put some of this stuff in here for now. Acorn you for use of snacks. I'll store that as an extra. And this. Okay, we have progress. That will help us a bunch. Where are we at for our points? Excellent. Enough to get my buff lungs upgrade. Next. Mutations. Buff lungs. You inhale and your cells burn bright with an enhanced energy capacity. Great. That is phenomenal. I can work with that. Other things to work towards. Probably all for really. This is awesome though. We are well equipped for a lot of things. I think my next quest should be to try to find some grubs. How many of them do I need for a canteen? A canteen takes 3 grub hides and more rope. So I need to get more rope materials in general, and I need to find grubs. I know where one is, which is down in the mite area.
Hey, Mr. Ant.
Where, yeah, I know there was one down in where the mites were at the very bottom there. So I could just run in there and go for that. Kind of works out anyway because I do need more mites for their fuzz. more little mite. Alright, don't give me the head crab treatment, thank you. Grab some clay while we're here. Go. Where's that device? Good. Come at me. I'm a little nervous about whoever's moving all that grass.
By the power of Helion, champion of the sun!
I feel like that's definitely making a reference to like by the power of Race Gold. Right. Further outside.
A scientific breakthrough.
Out here. Oh, I probably should have scanned that. Oh well. That gives me a lot to work with. Anyway, so yay. Maybe if we climb out through these areas, I don't think we can. Cool. Some more of this. Here. Is that? What is that device over there? I don't even. Wait, is that like a canister for spray? I'm not sure. Do I take a risk? Oh, there's two of them. No, we're not gonna take that much risk. If there was just the one of them, I might try it, but I don't want to try two right now. Alright, where else could we look for grubs? Just gotta keep an eye out for moving earth.
Nice and clean.
Here we go. You research that. You research that. Got things to research. That's great. Let's do the raw grub meat first, since I'm going to try level up, level up. Headlet dagger, gill tube. Clay, foundation, stuff, armor dummy, weapon wall mount, repair tool. Okay, so stuff for base construction and repair.
Aphids, nature's lollipops.
Hey, did they say I had 3 of those skins? Did, okay. Means I can make a canteen. That's phenomenal. I love that.
Choke it down, Pete.
Alright, so now I should look for some water supplies. Alright. Yeah, so now instead of drink it, it's scoop as an option. But then I can go into here and go E, tap to deposit. I don't know how that doesn't leak out the side, but you know what? Why would it make sense? It doesn't have to. I don't know how much we can actually fit in this thing either while we're in our canteen while we don't have it upgraded. Still, nice to have this as an option. This will build up. I guess in some ways we don't have to worry about leaking out too much, just because we can. Given our size, it's a matter of water tension, and that gets complicated then. Depends on how small we are exactly versus water buildup and in the yeah, how much water tension is able to be had here. Can I climb this? Back. Oh, that thing's got some speed.
Ant crossing.
Yeah, okay, that fills up pretty good. Looks like we can hold probably 2 more, which would leave me with, what, 6? So yeah, I could get like 6 or 7 uses out of that if I just fall back on this spot for supplies. That's great. There you go. Now get in there. Alright, and it is full. I love that it actually looks full, too. That's cool. Nice. I like that. Very handy. Could actually get some for myself as well. Yeah. Oh, it shows on the thing how many are
Aw, poor guy's got allergies.
right now. On my canteen, that is. Water container is full. Yep, okay. Can't put more in there. Actually, this is a great way to do a hold and scoop. Okay, canteen can only hold 2. Got it. But now I know. And I'm guessing if I upgrade it, it'll be able to hold 3 or 4. 50 away from being able to get that done.
Science.
Still not enough. Alright. Well, that's all in all. We're doing great. Armor. Let's get my... Still need more fiber. Like, I believe I mentioned when we started, there is a lot of grinding for fiber. Of course, I could just make a mess of the place and chop down a bunch of these grass bits to get some fiber out of that. Then it's a mess. I don't feel like cleaning that up. So we're finding plenty over here, so that's great. That's that place, not happy times. Grab that, grab that, grab that, grab that, grab that. And you. Nice. Alright. A bunch of those. Let's make our acorn mask. The reason I want the acorn mask is it offers
That should keep me safe.
a few different things here that are of use. One being major threat. Increases enemies' desire to attack you over other targets while in combat. That's great if you're playing with multiple people and are trying to beat the tank. But the main thing I want for is heavy armor. Substantial stamina increase required to swing weapons. Sure. But it also adds a lot more armor. Basically, it's the tank build. And I kind of want to go for that. Alright. Then I have to get berry chunks for that. That's further towards where we need to go. I have to figure out where to go for algae. I have no idea on algae. Well, for now, store that. And that on us. We did get our clay, that's nice. We are pretty well set for a lot of our supplies. Gill tube. Bunch of stuff, I don't even know what that is or where to get it. Okay. Not getting that anytime soon. As literal as they come, drinking this disgusting combination somehow makes you healthier for a while. Fuzz on the rocks. Great. That is fun. So it counts as it increases my max health. This one, max stamina, hauling strength, which means we can carry more of the big items and that sort of thing. And heals. Soothing syrup. So those are things we could get and use in our canteen with some time. Not bad at all. What time is it? Ooh, it is bedtime for me. Alright. We're here, we've done that, we did all that, that's great. Our next goal is over here. Ooh, old anthill. Should explore in there too, maybe. And super tech chip. I'm guessing that's the gold chip we're supposed to get. But this is our next target. So, the waypoint there we're good. Lots of exploration to do. And lots of work to do overall. While I'm here, I should upgrade my mask. There we go. One more. Alright. Major defense bonus. Do I have enough to upgrade this one more time? No, I need a little bit more to get this upgrade one more time. Do I want to even bother with anything else right now? Can I make this bow yet? Still need necklace. I gotta wait till night. And go and get gnats over at that one lamp. So many things I need to do. But unfortunately, I am out of time today. Well, everyone, this is Grounded. I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope this is giving you a good example of how this game handles for the starter of it, all that. I think I'll continue with this game, just because I'm enjoying it. But despite the grinding for supplies at times, it's still interesting. I'm finding enough story elements to get ideas of what's going on. I'm still finding new interactable things. The progression is there for sure. They give me enough to work with. Yeah, killed enough of one of something. I got partway through that. I wonder what I was supposed to kill to get this one. That's so many questions that it could be involved with. Oh. Yeah, I'm taking that. Test out our new weapon. Where'd you go? Alright, I don't know where you went. Hey, buddy. Testing out the new weapons is working out well. The amount of damage output is great. Ooh, I do know you can get achievements, by the way, by, like, killing excess numbers of things. Like, I know there's a mutation you can unlock by just killing a buttload of ants. And it makes it so you do even more damage to ants. So, yeah, that's a thing.
That is a big spider. I don't think I'm high enough level to take on such a foe.
Yes, you are. I know I can take out an orb weaver. Come back here. Assuming it stops ignoring me and acts aggressive like they normally do. Should let my stamina recover real quick. Stamina out again. Oh, that's another orb weaver. That's bad. I don't need to do it once. Okay. Buy some bandage. Eat some food.
Stuck in a web.
Thank you. Oh, that's something I should also add probably before I close up. If you prefer third-person view, that is an option. You don't have to go first-person like I am. I like first-person, but if you are a enjoyer of third person, that is completely viable. Purple block. Oh. Kill 2 orb weavers. Nice.
Hey, Mr.
That
Ant.
gave me a lot of good stuff. Take this spider web. Hey, you better run.
Science.
A scientific breakthrough.
Alright, well, I got a little web, I got some spider bits. That's some new stuff to research. And now we know for sure we can take on at least some of the spiders. I'm still not feeling confident about wolf spiders,
Yeah.
but some of the other ones, yeah, we can handle some stuff. That's great. Oh good, some more of this. I'm ready to go to bed. But it's so many good things to do, and this game is addictive. Oh, I am. As well. Good thing I have extra. How do I drink out of it? Slurp?
Don't
Right.
even need to boil it.
Nice. Okay, so that's how that works. Okay. Is there anything else I really should talk about before I close up for the night? No, I think that's it. So yeah, hit like and subscribe to keep up with new releases if you haven't done so already. I hope you're enjoying this, and yeah, I'm going to continue with this at some point. I probably shouldn't have jumped into this already, considering I'm still working on Claire Obscure and Hellslave. It's my usual problem. I jump into too many things at once, but I have that tendency of doing that out of fun and just spread out. Like, hey, one day I don't feel like running this particular game, so I'll do a different one instead. All right. Night, everyone. Bye.